We're now joined by our reporter, Alan Ochanda. Good afternoon, Ochanda. It's great to see you. Certainly a great day from your end.
Well, the stalemate that has now been engulfing the eastern Mau of the Mau ecosystem complex is yet to be resolved here. But remember that it was now transferred to the courts and it now turning into a legal battle where the Mau residents who were evicted from their previous homes that they called as ancestral land moved to court through their lawyer, keeping a teaching and Kokoech, and they were saying that they were deprived of their ancestral land, and so they are here in their numbers here. Of course, in their tens, they have traveled all the way from Mariashoni to just come here and ensure that they follow their case here. But remember that their lawyers have managed to convince the court to extend the conservatory orders, just barring the eviction exercise from continuing. And so to just paint the picture to us, is their lawyer here, keep correcting it each year. If I've gotten your name right, you just tell us what, without of course meddling in the court's proceedings, you just tell us about the orders that the court has now rendered for the people of Eastern Mau.
Thank you very much, Alan. Before Justice John Mutungi, this morning the residents of Neswet, the residents of Likia, the residents of Marishoni, Terit and environs have appeared before Justice Mutungi, as I've already said. We were ready to proceed with the case. The Attorney General, however, sought for more time to be able to respond to the very weighty issues raised in the petition. We also raised a complaint that though there are stay orders, there have been pockets of attempts by Keriako Tobiko, the CS for Environment, together with his friend George Natembea, to continue evicting residents of the places that I have mentioned. This is something that we've brought to the attention of the court, and we're also putting on notice the CS Keriako Tobiko, as well as George Natembea, that if these evictions are not stopped forthwith, we are going to bring an application for contempt without any further ado. This is something that is going to happen. Something that is going to happen expeditiously because there are court orders in place, and the court has ordered that there is going to be a further stay. There are going to be conservatory orders against any forceful eviction in Marishoni, in Neswet, in Terit, in Likia, and environs up to the 21st of September 2020, when this matter again is going to be mentioned before the court. From where we sit, we know that our justice is going to be served, and we are very happy that there are orders staying this forceful eviction.
Maybe if I just pose this question to you, when you first went to court, your prayers were that there be a fresh surveying exercise to be carried out in the protracted area. Has your prayers been granted?
Thank you very much. We raised the same issue this morning, that for this issue to be determined with finality and to avoid incidences where administrations after administrations, politicians after politicians keep on evicting people forcibly and having a forest expand on a yearly basis, we asked that surveyors be deployed, and the judge said let the respondents, that is the Attorney General, the Kenya Forest Service, as well as Keriako Tobiko, file their responses, and then the court is going to give directions on the 21st of September, and hopefully that is the direction this case is going to take, because the only way to fix this problem in our view, and that is why we've prayed, is that there be a survey on where the actual cut line is.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Well, maybe just move to the area MCA of Niswet, that is an area that is located within the protracted area. You're also the Deputy Speaker of Nakuru County Assembly. But Samuel Tonu, thanks so much. Maybe the wheels of justice could be grinding quite slowly, but do you think justice is being served eventually?
Yes, let me just say thank you first for what is happening. I also want to thank the lawyers who went to court, also the judge who gave us the conservatory orders, so that stay of the people of Marishoni and Niswet should not be disturbed on their land. I'm happy because I can see justice is coming. On how we want it to be is that we want our boundaries between the settlement and the forest be shown. There is nothing else. Because there was some attempts maybe to affect people in a way, and the government led by Natembea and Keriako Tobiko and his agents came and pretend as if they don't know where the boundaries is, and started using the elders, asking the elders where are the beacons, of which I saw that one was so malicious, because as the government, they have the documents as has been shown by one of the residents. They have got everything. they should have come and marked the beacons, because the beacons have got coordinates, and it is very easy when you use the machine, and it will show, and that is the only way. So when I saw they were coming to mark different coordinates and maybe trying maybe to put beacons, I say, no, this cannot work. And already they started affecting people of Marishoni. All the way you were just coming to Naiswet, but we say no. And one thing, even after the court orders were out, they also came last week on Friday and Saturday and continue to mark the coordinates of what I don't know, using elders, of which it was very wrong. They really came, yet the court orders is there, which means that one was not good. Right. And the residents, they never accepted what they did. And finally, what I can say is that let the government not make people as if they don't know where they are living. Right. Please try to use the right beacons so that we are there and that we should be happy, everybody should be happy after using the right beacons. Right. And the last thing what I want to say is this, and there is also some political things which are moving on, of which we cannot allow. Targeted are only 2 tribes, but there is one tribe which maybe they want to be exempted on this.
Maybe without mentioning the names of the tribe, because it may now raise more temperature, Mheshimiwa. Maybe just because of that, we shall be linking up later on. Well, Grace, those are the sentiments here from the representative of the people from Naiswet Ward and also the lawyer here, who are now taking the whole battle to the courts to just ensure that they now be served justice. Because remember that the whole issue of the Mau ecosystem has been quite a hot call, where they've been handling it quite cautiously. And so we are waiting if the courts shall serve them, both parties justice, because remember that the government was holding on to ensuring that the land that was at the center of the, of course, of the dispute was a center that they termed as forest land, but the residents here, they are saying that this is their ancestral land, and the courts previously pronounced themselves that these communities have a key role in ensuring that they now conserve the local ecosystem. Grace.
Indeed, Ochanda, thank you so much for that detailed report there. Let's move on. Kenya prison suppliers have come out to ask for their dues from the government. The over 2,500 suppliers say the government has accrued pending bills totaling to 6.2 billion shillings, and their efforts to get paid have time and again hit a wall.
Given a deadline of